Another fast update. Seems people like them, so I'll keep posting them. Anyways, hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to the hangar. Another fast update from Peter here in, well, Winnipeg. Yeah, Manitoba, Canada. That's where I'm located, in case anyone is wondering. Okay, so I got all the parts in for the landing gear lighting and control system. That sounds real fancy, doesn't it? Ooh, it's a landing and control system. Ah. Anyways, yeah, I got it in, and I've got a few things worked out. I'm here at the hangar just briefly today because it's Thanksgiving weekend, and that's kind of a dead giveaway that when you're watching these videos, it's like they're pretty fresh. They're like bread, they're not stale. Anyways, I mounted the lights and the switch. Here, let me show you. That's the big thing. Actually, I'm going to spin you around so you don't look at me. You look at the airplane. And climb up here and take a look. Okay, so the back side. Let's take a look here. I'll turn the monitor on. Okay, 2 plugs. It's not all plugged in yet because I got to make a change here on this plug. This plug here will lead down to the nose gear. Switch is way down there. And that's just sensing the nose gear, whether it's down and locked or up and ready for water service. And then this is going to be the plug that leads to, this is going to be the plug that leads to the main box that will be located back there. That's the power line, which will be tied into a breaker here, and of course ground. And let's take a look. I haven't got it labeled yet. Oh, how am I going to do this? Oh, maybe I'll do it this way. Sorry for the rotten camera work. Got to fire the cameraman. Okay, so there will be 3 green, or red, or blue, depending on the position and the status of the landing gear. And here's the switch, which does not move until you, I'll do from the top here, but you have to pull it out, lift, and let it snap back in. Now it's locked in. So if I have to push this button, I won't accidentally hit that, which again, as I mentioned before, really doesn't matter. Oh, rotten camera work. You're looking at my hand or something. Don't know what you're looking at. Because remember, those landing gear locks have to be unlocked on both sides in order for the electric motor to raise the main landing gear. But it's just another assurance, another safety. I guess you can't have enough of those. And it's a cool switch. So why not? So that's installed. That took longer than I expected. Mounting those LEDs already on a circuit board in with the little locking collars, that's a real pain in the ass because there's not a whole lot of room to work in there. And I have decided, yes, I'm going to have to put a drop of glue onto all that to hold it in place as well, because it might vibrate loose. So on the back side, I don't know if you guys know how LEDs are mounted. Well, not always, but there's a black collar that shows up around the LED, protrudes through, and then there's a ring that slides over that locks that collar in place, locks the LED in place with that grommet. Well, those plastic rings can easily slide backwards. They're not really tight in place, so I'm going to just get a syringe with some super glue or something that I can put a drop of glue on all of these 3 that are in place now and lock them in place. So if I ever have to remove it for whatever reason, pardon me while I climb down. There. If I ever have to remove that because something's burnt out, I'll probably just cut the LEDs off the circuit board entirely and just disassemble it that way. So not a big deal. So now the next step is to finish construction of that control circuit system for the motor and get it installed and then test. I still have to finish the nose gear because right now there's just the lock position sensor in place. The wheel position sensor has not been installed. I have the switches for that. I just have to fashion some sort of bracket. I'm going to sit here and scratch my head and think about it, and okay, which would be the most efficient way of putting a bracket on these things so that it can sense when it's up and down. So when I get that done, again, I'll take video of that and let you know what I've done. So if anybody else is following along and wants to do similar to their Amphibious puddle jumper floats, maybe this will help. I'll probably come down here with a 35mm DSLR digital camera, high res, and take some high resolution pictures on things with a ruler next to everything, so it gives the dimensions. And so if people want to see what I've done, I can kind of send them something crude that they can fashion themselves, if you're interested. If not, that's okay. Anyways, yeah, that's a quick update on here. The other thing that I was talking about on the last was the pre-check ride. Everything went well except for 2 items, and it wasn't a fail, but it was like, okay. One of them was, of course, spirals and spins, that kind of stuff, which I am not allowed to do on my own solo while flying the school's aircraft, for understandable reasons. So the last time I did a spiral and spins, it was, oh Lord, more than 6 months ago. Yeah, maybe 8 months ago. So on everything else, I pretty well nailed it. So it's the spirals and the spins that we're going to be going back up, and we're going to spend some quality time spinning ourselves like crazy people up in the air and doing recoveries until I'm confident that I've got it down properly, reacting fast enough and correct enough. Now, I reacted quickly. I reacted correctly, but on the spiral I was slow. I was hesitant because he needed to, put it in, and okay, you got to figure out, are you going to spin or a spiral, and recover. And that was the delay. And so he actually had to take over. He says, no, I'm my aircraft, and he pulled us out of the spiral because we were gaining airspeed fast. And we were way up in altitude. We had only dropped about maybe 800,000 feet in altitude, so we had a good 2,000 feet below us. I would have recovered, he says, and he recognized I would have pulled us out of it, he says, but the speed was getting high and he wasn't sure. So he took over. So we're going to be doing a few of those just to make sure that, and if those guys are out there that are flying and you've got your pilot's license and so on, book about an hour or two with an instructor and just tell them you want to do spins and spirals. And you want to do a little practice and see how good you are at it after, a year, 5, 10 years without ever having doing that. Just several months, I think about 8 months, and my skills were rusty. Before then, I'd nailed it. And he said, yeah, I was way better back then, but that's because we were doing it several times, and I started picking up on it and I started correcting. But after almost 8 months of not doing it at all, you get rusty. So, big eye opener for me. So even after I get my license, both the RPP and then later on for the private pilots, I'm going to make it an annual thing to do an annual, 2 hours with an instructor and do some things that I don't normally do, spins, spirals, that kind of stuff. Stalls. Well, stalls are pretty easy. You can do it yourself all the time, as long as you don't go into a spin. Well, try not to, anyways. So that's it. That's the update for today. Don't want to make it too long. Words. Thanks for following along, for everybody. Remember to hit that like button if you watch this, and if you like the fact that it's really quick and fast. And thank you to everybody who hits that subscribe button. I'm seeing like regular people going, oh, sure, okay, I'll subscribe. Costs you nothing, So that's much appreciated. I really, really do appreciate that. And leave a comment. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And even if you watch this after Thanksgiving, you can wish back a happy Thanksgiving, or if it's Christmas by the time you watch this, I don't know. Now, it's Thanksgiving here in Canada. It's not Thanksgiving in the U.S. So to my American friends, an early happy Thanksgiving. And to all my Canadian friends that are watching, happy Thanksgiving. And to all my friends in Australia, Germany, and a number of other places, well, Europe and around the rest of the world. I could name just, over a dozen countries where people said they watched me from. Thanks for watching. And if you celebrated Thanksgiving there, happy Thanksgiving. And if not, happy day. So, take care. Again, we'll see you back here in the hangar. And keep your stick on the ice. Bye for now.